What's good, everybody? This your boy Mike coming to you from Reality Warpers. Yo, I got a question. Do spiritual topics pique your interest? Do you desire unique conversation? Sit down, calm your mind. Let's have a conversation. And after we have a talk, if you feel like you got information of substance, like and subscribe to the channel. And if you know anybody that have like minds, share my content. And together we can warp reality. So without further ado, let's get to the show. There was a doctor, Dr. Moto. I hope I'm saying that name correctly, but he did a experiment on snow crystals and rice in water. Okay, and the experiment is extremely interesting because it shows you physically what words and different vibrations do to the body and the mind. You have to remember your body is made of 70% water. Your mind is made of like 90% water or something like that. So these words and these vibrations react to you the exact same way. And in order uh for the experiment to go through with, he had to slow the vibration down of the water and freeze it for it to actually show physically what the vibration is doing to it. So that's just like your body. Your body is on a lower vibration because it's physical. It's harder than regular water. Okay, so your body is still on a certain vibration. All right, so let's look at what happens when certain words and certain music is being played for the mind and the body. All right, so one of the things that he was saying was love and gratitude. He was saying things such as thank you, eternal, peace, symphony. But then he started saying things to other crystals, such as evil, you disgust me. And he started playing music as well, such as heavy metal music. And that's just one example of what the heavy metal music does to the bodies. So you have to understand when you're listening to music and it has words to it, you have to understand the intentions behind those words, the emotions that that person was in. So what are they actually saying? Okay, so a lot of people when they're listening to music, they don't really pay attention to the lyrics of the words. They just all into the beat, all into the hype. You have to listen to what they are actually saying. Okay, so if that person is rapping about, lower vibration things, depression, different times when there was angry, breakups, heartbreaks, and different things of that nature like that, then though that music is on a lower level vibration. Okay. If that music is on a higher level vibration, a lot of times your body react differently to it just because of the vibration that that music is on. So think about when you listen to certain music, how do you react to certain music? You listen to, the blues or something like that. More, mellowed out, you kind of sad, whatever little, little quiet moments or whatever, different other different music where they're talking about different breakups and stuff. So it's a lot of emotions being thrown, anger, sadness, whatever, confusion, just ups and down waves and stuff in that type of music. other people talking about different low points and stuff in their life, and I understand that's a way of an outlet. But at the same time, you have to understand that these artists are putting their emotions in this music when they're making this music, and that's why it sounds so good, because the emotion is put into the music. And a lot of times you can feel the emotion, especially for those of us that's empaths. We feel everything. We feel different, moods and different vibrations and stuff that's around us, or whatever. You can really feel the emotions in different artists' music. Okay, so some of the other things that he was doing was he put rice in water, and it showed what rice would do. So like, let's say rice is like the skin and bones of your body, and the water is just the remaining 75% water that's added. So let's look at rice like the skin and bone part of your body, a more solid part of your body. When he spoke to the rice, he was saying things such as thank you, and it was the rice was basically like giving off a sweet aroma. It wasn't, um, changing to browner colors or darker colors or anything of that nature. It was just, pleasant. Then he was saying you're an idiot to the second cup of rice, and it began to darken and rotten extremely bad. Whatever, just start changing to a dark, rotten, and light color. And that's just because of the vibration of the wording that he used. Okay, so just by you saying those words, look at the difference of change. So imagine, just think of the different songs that you listen to, and just think of the words, and just imagine from looking at the rice what, you know your brain and your body is transforming to by the songs that you just fell so in love with, you know and he even ignored the last cup of rice, and it began to rotten. So when you neglect your body, it also is on a vibration, and it begins to rot. When you don't What happens when you don't pay attention to a garden, when you never go and water the garden, or you just throw whatever out there on the plants? You don't care if it's, good soil, or you don't care if it's clean enough water. You just, hey, whatever, the regular nature would take care of them. The regular rain and all of that would just take care of them. You don't really put effort into the garden. A lot of times those gardens don't flourish the way they really supposed to if it's not kept up. Why? Because different weeds and things like that is attacking it. Different insects and things like that is attacking it. The weather outside, different elements may be getting into it. Different other animals coming eating off of them, and like little rabbits and deers and different things of that nature. So if you don't tend to that garden, different things is going to attack that body. Different things are going to attack that garden, whatever, and it's not going to flourish the way it's supposed to. So you're just looking at your body just like it's a garden, and you're using different tools and adding different things to that garden to help it flourish. All right. So now let's get into how we're going to actually use this music to manifest certain things. So in my last videos, talking about believing, we was talking about adding emotions into you meditating and intentionally trying to manifest certain things. For those of you that don't know how to control your emotion, you can use music to help guide you in a way. So again, like I said, we're going to listen to the lyrics, listen to what they are actually saying, and from that point determine if those lyrics are on a high vibration. And then when we understand, okay, this is a high vibration song, we're going to listen to that music. We're not going to sing with it and all of that kind of stuff like that. We're going to sit and feel the music. We're going to sit and get to that point where we're really into it. I know y'all know the people that really, really love music. You know what I'm talking about when you really get into that music and you start to feel that the chill bumps. Sometimes you might cry, depending on what song it is. You just different emotions start happening as you're listening to that music. We're going to get to that point where we're feeling those emotions. And as you feel those emotions, we're going to start thinking of different things we want to manifest in our life. Okay, so if you want to manifest a happier life. And again, you don't want to get to a point where, okay, I want my life like this, like this, like this, like this. Yes, you can be specific, but you don't want to get to a point where you're starting to cut off different lines of blessings. There was one of my past videos I was speaking about the $13 manifestation that I did for myself. I think that was part one of how to believe. I was talking about how I manifested $13 and I did not say I wanted to receive it in a specific way. I just left it open for the universe to send it to me in whatever way. Okay. So just start thinking about what you would like to manifest in your life at the time you are in that emotional state. And because depending on how powerful your imagination is and your mind is, how powerful your imagination and your mind is. But if you're not comfortable with doing it, this you one of your first few times trying this type of practice, and you don't want to try to go too big and all of that kind of stuff. You don't want to disappoint yourself, whatever, you know, because it didn't work the first time. Go for something small, something that you've had in your possession before that is obtainable. So if you've had $50 before, manifest $50. Just think about $50 at that time and just continue to, you know, be in that emotion and think about how you would feel when you receive that $50. Would you feel excited? You do that then in your meditation when you're using this method here, when you're using the music to put you in a certain emotion. Just I received it. Oh my God. Or if you feel happy about it, just start smiling. You know, it just whatever mood you feel like you would be in at the time, feel that mood as you're in that emotional state while you're listening to the music. Okay. And that helps magnetize your thoughts. That, again, like I said, that's the wattage. The emotion is the wattage, how strong that magnet pulls whatever is you are trying to manifest. All right. So, just give that a few practices, and if anyone have ever tried these different practices or heard of these different practices happening for someone else, post it in the comments and let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about different ways that we can manifest. And I have a couple of different little ways. I have a little little book here that I do a lot of research, a lot of studying, a lot of experimenting on my own with a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about. I'm a little science nerd, so I love the experiment stuff. I love hands-on experience. So all of these practices that I talk about, I've experienced myself. I've experimented with myself. Some of them I was successful with, some of them I was, some of them I was a little bit successful with. So I know that it's possible. Some of them I just feel like I can put more effort into trying it because I feel that it can work. like I said, I feel a lot of stuff. You know, when you're an empath, you feel a lot of stuff. And for those that are empaths and you don't really understand yourself, or you're just now finding out that you're an empath, yo, follow my page. I'm gonna eventually talk about that as well. Follow my YouTube channel and hit the bell so it'll let you know when I'm dropping a new video. And we can definitely get some information on that, or check my descriptions out and hit me up in my email, and we can definitely set up a one-on-one Zoom message, a Zoom meeting, and have a little bit of conversation on that. So anyways, but this is what I have on manifesting with music. Catch me on the next episode. Peace.